Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now. Let's get into what could be one of the most exciting rumors of the NFL offseason so far, and it involves none other than George Kittle. Yes, you heard that right. George Kittle, the star tight end from the San Francisco 49ers, might be making his way to the Washington Commanders. The NFL buzz is swirling with whispers that the Commanders are in serious negotiations to acquire Kittle, and the potential trade could reshape Washington's offense in a big way. So, what's the story? Well, league sources close to the situation suggest that the Commanders are offering a second-round pick and a tight end depth piece to the 49ers in exchange for Kittle. The idea behind this move is pretty clear. Washington wants to rebuild its offense around a proven playmaker, especially with Zach Ertz currently sidelined on IR due to a knee injury that was reported back in December 2025. Ertz, a reliable target and veteran presence, has been a key part of the passing attack, but with his injury, the Commanders are looking for someone to step up and fill that void, and Kittle might just be the perfect fit. Now, this isn't just any tight end we're talking about. Kittle, at 32 years old, continues to be one of the most dynamic and productive tight ends in the league. This season, he's posted 68 receptions for 912 yards and 7 touchdowns, making him a top 3 tight end by NFL.com standards. His YAC, yards after catch, is an elite 5.8 yards per reception, which means he's not just catching the ball, he's turning short plays into big gains. His blocking grades are also impressive, with a PFF blocking grade of 94, well above his career average of 88. 2, demonstrating that he's not only a threat in the passing game, but also a key player in the run game. Speaking of the run game, Kittle's presence could give Washington a significant boost. His explosive playmaking ability has led to an average of 2 yards per route run this season, and he's broken 45 tackles, something that adds to his reputation as a tough, physical mismatch for defenses. Despite a shoulder injury in Week 6 that caused him to miss 2 games, Kittle has been remarkably consistent when healthy, accumulating over 800 receiving yards and 45 touchdowns across 110 career games. His EPA, expected points added, per target is plus 0.24, and he maintains a catch rate of around 72%, which is excellent for a tight end of his caliber. The 49ers, currently at a 9-5 record and vying for another NFC West title, are in a bit of a cap crunch. With just $10 million in cap space and a cap hit of around $15 million for Kittle, they are looking to free up some room. The team is prioritizing extensions for Deebo Samuel and bolstering their offensive line to better protect quarterback Brock Purdy, who has been playing at a high level with a QBR of 95.1. However, San Francisco's defense has been giving them some trouble, allowing an average of 24 points per game, which has some fans and analysts questioning their playoff chances. From Washington's perspective, acquiring Kittle is a no-brainer. With about $28 million in cap space, the Commanders can absorb his contract easily. It's a calculated move that could pay huge dividends for their offense, especially considering their current offensive production and needs. The addition of Kittle, along with the existing weapons like Terry McLaurin, who already amassed 50 yards this season, would elevate the Commanders' passing attack to a new level. Imagine Kittle lining up alongside McLaurin. That's a matchup nightmare for defenses. His ability to create separation, make clutch catches, and block effectively means Washington could finally have an offensive weapon that can stretch the field and dominate in the middle of the field. This could unlock more opportunities for quarterback Jaden Daniels, who's been performing admirably with a QBR of 82.4 despite an elbow injury that limited his mobility at times. Adding a player like Kittle could be the boost needed to push Washington into a different tier, especially in the red zone where tight ends often make the biggest difference. This move could have a major impact on the team's postseason prospects. According to recent betting odds from FanDuel, the Commanders' chances of reaching Super Bowl LXI could improve significantly. moving from plus 15.0 to plus 8.0, an indication that the market sees this trade as a potential game changer. It's a 10% boost in their rebuild acceleration, and it positions Washington as a future contender, echoing the days when the Redskins had receiving threats that defined their resurgence. The addition of a tight end like Kittle, who can produce over 800 receiving yards, would mirror the kind of offensive explosion that teams like the Saints had in the 2020s, with tight ends as focal points of their passing attack. But what does this mean for the NFC East? Well, it could be a real shake-up in the division. The Commanders, with this kind of offensive firepower, could challenge the Eagles and Cowboys more effectively, especially if their defense maintains consistency and improves in key areas. The NFC East has long been known for its tough, physical football, but now with a weapon like Kittle, Washington can match that physicality on offense and keep defenses honest. It would send a strong message to division rivals that the Commanders are serious about making a deep playoff run and not just rebuilding for the future, but competing now. This potential trade also speaks to the broader strategy of the Commanders' front office, showing they're willing to make bold moves to accelerate their timeline. They've been building a solid foundation with young talent, but now they're taking the step to bring in a proven veteran who can make an immediate impact. Kittle's leadership and experience will also be invaluable in the locker room, especially with the team aiming for consistency and playoff success. Of course, questions remain. Will the 49ers be willing to part with Kittle, considering his importance to their offense? And will Washington be able to meet the asking price without sacrificing future assets? These are the negotiations that will unfold in the coming days, but the signs point to a serious interest from the Commanders. They see Kittle as a cornerstone piece that can propel them into the playoffs and beyond, much like the acquisition of Alex Smith in 2018, which stabilized their quarterback situation and set the stage for a memorable playoff run. Looking ahead, if this trade goes through, it could change the trajectory of Washington's season. With Kittle's elite production, the offense could become more balanced and explosive, creating mismatches and opening up the field for McLaurin and other playmakers. This would not only elevate their chances in individual games, but also give them a real shot at making some noise in the postseason. The NFC is stacked, but with a weapon like Kittle, the Commanders could surprise a lot of people. This move could be the catalyst that transforms Washington from a rebuilding team into a serious contender, a team that's ready to challenge for the division and reach the Super Bowl. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Are you excited about the possibility of Kittle wearing the burgundy and gold? Do you think this move could be the missing piece on their quest for the Lombardi? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news.